across the globe. I'm not alone. The net's alive and I'm checking in. Let the conversation begin. Or at the amateur radio roundtable, we're all plugged in, solid and stable. W5 keys calling loud and proud, spinning stories through the static cloud. From KWU5GP to Doobie West 7BG, we're rocking the bands wild and free. Glenn's got mods on a breadboard bass. Brett's breaking news from a distant place. Tom's at the helm like a seasoned vet, streaming it live on the internet. Antenna swing, the skip is long. We're singing the ham radio song. Spin that dial, let's catch some heat. 40 meters never felt so sweet. At the amateur radio roundtable, with coax lines and power cables, D expeditions, QSLs. We got more ham than a southern belle. From KWU5GP to Doobie West 7BG, we're working the world wild and free.
Mic test 1 2 3 4. All right, mic test 1 2.
Mic in hand and a call sign pride. The amateur radio roundtable, story strong and signal stable. So key it up and call your name in this wild RF Hall of Fame. From KWU5GP to you and me, we're hamming hard 7 to 3. CQ out. With the DIY, building radios that touch the sky. Schematic dreams and soldered art, he brings that maker's heart. Then Brett's on air, strong and clear, rocking Wyoming from ear to ear. He's wrangling signals like a boss, showing the world what hands don't toss. Amateur radio roundtable, we're loud, we're live, we're more than cable. 8 o'clock central, that's the call. Log in, check in, don't miss it at all. That's the call. Log in, check in, don't miss it at all. Tumbling Brett and Mark on screen, with hands worldwide in the in-between. Come on now, don't be gone. We're at W5KUB.com.
All right. Good evening to everybody out there. I don't know why our playlist keeps stopping. I don't have something set up right, but hey, this is Amateur Radio Roundtable, a show about ham radio and shortwave and electronics, and this is our pre-show going up to our 8 o'clock start time. And if you're out there listening on shortwave radio, WBCQ, we welcome you. Thanks for joining us tonight. Hey, send us an email. Let us know where you are. You can send it to tom@w5kub.com. And let's see if I can't get a playlist to play. What in the world's going on here?
Static fades, a myth. Voices rising on the RF waves. Every night it's time to go. Ham fams meeting on the video. Tom W5, KUB's in control. Pushing with that broadcast soul. From shack to screen, near or far, he's the reason we know who we are. See, but your radio roundtable, living loud, rocking every label. We're on at 8 Central every night, with signals clear and spirits bright. With Tom, Glenn KW5GP, and Brett WI7BG. And a shout out to Mark P. You know he brings the heat. Join the crew and tag along at w5kub.com. Yeah! Glenn's in deep with the DIY, building radios that touch the sky. Schematic dreams and soldered art. He brings that maker's heart. Then Brett's on air, strong and clear, rocking Wyoming from ear to ear. He's wrangling signals like a boss, showing the world what hams don't toss. Amateur Radio Roundtable, we're loud, we're live, we're more than cable. 8 o'clock Central, that's the call. Log in, check in, don't miss it at all. Tom, Glenn, Brett, and Mark on screen, with hams worldwide in the in-between. Come on now, don't be gone. We're at w5kub.com. Yeah. We're live, we're more than cable. 8 o'clock Central, that's the call. Log in, check in, don't miss it at all. Tom, Glenn, Brett, and Mark on screen, with hands worldwide in the in-between. Come on now, don't be gone. We're at w5kub.com. CQ on the air tonight. Roundtable's lit and the signal's tied. But static fades, I twist the knob. The shack comes alive, this is my job.
All right, we'll say hello out there to Clifton. Thanks for joining tonight, man. And also KD5PUR. Good to see you again. Where is everybody tonight? Amateur Radio Roundtable is going to start at in about 15 minutes.
Wild and free. Glenn's got mods on a breadboard base. Brett's breaking news from a distant place. Tom's at the helm like a seasoned vet, streaming it live on the internet. Antenna swing, the skip is long. We're singing the ham radio song. Spin that dial, let's catch some heat. 40 meters never felt so sweet. At the Amateur Radio Roundtable, with coax lines and power cables. his QSLs. We got more ham than a Southern Belle. From KW5GP to Doobie West 7BG, we're working the world wild and free. CQ, rockin' worldwide. Mic in hand and a call sign pride. Yeah, the amateur radio roundtable. Story strong and signal stable. So key it up and call your name in this wild RF Hall of Fame. From KW5GP to you and me, we're hamming hard 7 to 3. CQ out. The static fades a myth. Voices rising on the RF waves. Every night it's time to go. Ham fams meeting on the video. Tom W5, KUB's in control. Pushing with that broadcast soul. From shack to screen, near or far, he's the reason we know who we are. See but your radio roundtable. Living loud, rocking every label. We're on at 8 Central every night, with signals clear and spirits bright. With Tom Glenn KW5GP and Brett WI7BG, and a shout out to Mark P. You know he brings the heat. Join the crew and tag along at W5KUB.com. Yeah, Glenn's in deep with the DIY, building radios that touch the sky. Schematic dreams and soldered art. He brings that maker's heart. Then Brett's on air, strong and clear, rocking Wyoming from ear to ear. He's wrangling signals like a boss, showing the world what hams don't toss. Amateur radio roundtable. We're loud, we're live, we're more than cable. 8 o'clock Central, that's the call. Log in, check in, don't miss it at all. Tom, Glenn, Brett, and Mark on screen, with hams worldwide in the in-between. Come on now, don't be gone. We're at W5KUB.com. Yeah. We're live, we're more than cable. 8 o'clock Central, that's the call. Log in, check in, don't miss it at all. Tom, Glenn, Brett, and Mark on screen, with hams worldwide in the in-between. Come on now, don't be gone. We're at W5KUB.com.
Well, our list is still not playing. Let's try this.
Tune it in, the static fades MF. Voices rising on the RF waves. Every night it's time to go. Ham fams meeting on the video. Tom W5KUB's in control. A ham pushing the stream with that broadcast soul. From shack to screen, near or far, he's the building radios that touch the sky. Schematic dreams and soldered art, he brings that maker's heart. Them Brits on air, strong and clear, rocking Wyoming.
All right, you're listening to Amateur Radio Roundtable, show about ham radio, Troy electronics. We're going to start the show up in about 9 minutes, so stay tuned. Hello, Brett. I didn't hear you.
Yep, I'm here.
There you are. There you are. Let me see. Number 6.
We're at W5KUB.com.
7. Looking at the levels here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 12. What in the world's going on here?
Sounds like a Fibonacci sequence. It's spiraling.
Got the dial set, coffee.
What's going on? I'm missing I'm missing the mixer for you and quite a few other things. Let's see.
2 days ago was Fibonacci Day.
Well, turn it down. Are you hearing me okay?
Yes, I am.
All right. Let's try this. That's number 8. I'm missing the mixer. Let's look right here, number 13. There you are there.
Okay. Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, I turned you up on that one. I'm missing the audio mixer for you on several shots. I don't know what's going on here. Interesting. It's number 6. Oh well. We'll figure it out, I guess. Later.
So, is Glenn going to be here tonight?
Well, I don't know. Haven't heard. He may not be. We got a few things going tonight. Hey, we got some Ham Fest announcements, especially the Memphis Ham Fest are changing venue. Talk about that. I might do a little with AI tonight in ham radio and AI, and let's play with it a little bit. Might open the phone lines here toward the end of the show. And hey, I've got a segment here called Ham Radio Trivia. We might play that tonight and see who in the chat room can answer the questions. The segment will be rated from 2-year-old and up. So you know, they should be able to. Everybody should be able to answer.
Yep.
It's strange though. You know how I have a mixer over here on the bottom right for every single shot, I'm missing numbers. There's number 1, 2, 3, 4. It skips to 7. Then it skips to 12, 13. I don't know why. 13, 32.
Then it goes into letters.
What? No, I don't see any letters. Oh, down at the bottom. Those are that's like a master and a sub channel A that I've got set up. Okay. Well, I can hear you. There's Glenn. Glenn made it. Glenn is in there.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Boy, you're getting good there. You're getting good.
I don't know what I'm doing different.
2 nights in a row, you have.
Yeah.
You 2 nights in a row, you have successfully operated your computer correctly.
That's scary.
Yeah, man. Oh, what was I gonna say?
By the way, here is Ye Old Tube Shop.
Okay. Tube Shop. Who is that?
This is at the Signal Museum.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Look at I mean, they have an amazing collection there. I don't know if you want to run this, but
Yeah, sure, we'll do that. We'll let you talk about it. I used to have that many. I used to have that many tubes.
yeah. And then this many gramophones.
That's cool. Uh-oh. Here he is. All right, hey, it's almost time to start here. Yeah, Brett, you can show that and talk a little about it, tell us what it is and so forth. Tonight we're probably going to do some ham radio trivia. We may open the phone lines. I want to do some AI stuff for ham radio.
Uh-oh.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about using AI to do things like to design and build circuits and stuff, you know. Yeah, okay. Let me say hello to John out there, EC8XU. Good to have you back with us tonight. Hey, if you just tuned in on one of the channels, this is Amateur Radio Roundtable, a show about ham radio, electronics. We're going to start the show in about 1 minute. And welcome WD8IOL. He is always here, always. And I think my mic is just a little hot. Let me turn it down a little bit. Maybe right in there. Yeah, that's probably better. Oh, we love WD8IOL too, man.
Roundtable's lit and the signal's tight. For static fades, I twist the knob. The shack comes alive. This is my job. LEDs glow, antennas high. Another night beneath the sky. I'm calling out, hear that tone across the globe. I'm not alone.
Hello, Roland. KJ6DQ.
Let the conversation begin. More at the Amateur Radio Roundtable. We're all plugged in, solid and stable. W5KUB's calling loud and proud, spinning stories through the static cloud. From KW5GP to you and me.
All right, it's about time to get started here.
In the bands, wild and free. Glenn's got mods on a breadboard base. Brett's breaking news from a distant place. Tom's at the helm like a
All right. Hey, we got a little bit different intro tonight. I threw something together today, and it's fairly short. Nothing great, but it is a different intro, so we won't be boring all the time. Let's see if we can start this show up.
It's the best ham radio show online. Amateur radio roundtable every time. Tom W5KUB keeps the stream alive. With hams worldwide, we're feeling the vibe. With Glenn KW5GP breaking it down. Building gear and wearing that crown. And Brett WY7BG shouting clear. Coming in strong from here, DD. Oh, and Mark P. Yeah, he's part of the light. So tune in every Tuesday night. It's more than mics and modulation. It's heart and soul in every station. From kits and code to satellites. We learn, we laugh, we share the nights. So grab your rig, grab your crew. It's always something cool and new. No matter.
All right. Welcome to everybody out there. You have tuned in to Amateur Radio Roundtable, a show about ham radio, amateur radio, shortwave, electronics, and maybe a few other things in between there. No telling what we're going to talk about tonight. I don't know where you're watching tonight. We are on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're streaming on X.com. And we're streaming on Twitch TV. I think one more. I don't know where we are tonight. Anyway, wherever you are watching us, if you've got a subscribe button there, please hit that subscribe button. It helps us out a whole lot to advertise our show to people looking for content like this. Hey, join our ham radio group. It's a Facebook group. It's all about ham radio, shortwave, electronics. Just do a search on Facebook for W5KUB, and you can join us there. Hey, if you're listening out there on shortwave on WBCQ, we invite you to join our live video show on Tuesday nights. It's at 8 o'clock p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, and you can easily find us just going to W5KUB.com or on X, on YouTube, on Twitch. Just type in W5KUB and you'll find us there also. So please join us there. Also, you may be listening out there just on one of the audio services like iHeart, iNet Radio, Google Play, all those carry us too. So if you're listening out there, we'd love to hear from you. Please send us an email to tom@w5kub.com, and we'd just love to hear where you are and how you're watching or listening to the station here and to the show. Hey, tonight, got some announcements about Hamfest, or not Hamfest, yeah, about the Memphis Hamfest is moving. I don't know, Glenn, I don't know if you know that or not. They're moving.
Yeah,
We'll talk
I got
a little.
the email.
We'll talk a little about that. Might play a little bit with AI tonight as it relates to designing and building ham radio circuits and so forth. I'd love to open the telephones toward maybe the last 30 minutes of the show, if somebody will call in. You guys are pretty shy out there. Our phone system will take 1,000 simultaneous phone calls, but I don't think we ever had over about 2 or 3 call in at the same time. So I've got a challenge to you tonight. I want to see if you can break our phone system tonight. Also, I looked at a little segment tonight, and I think it might be interesting. We're going to play ham radio trivia tonight, and we're going to let people in the chat room see if they can come up with this. And if they can't come up with it, with the answer, we'll turn it over to the experts there. That's Brett and Glenn. And they're not. They've already promised they won't look it up on the internet. And in fact,
I don't remember signing anything.
In fact, we've got extra cameras aimed at them at their keyboard to see if their fingers are over on the keyboard or whatever. So we're going to keep it.
I don't know. You've noticed I've been freezing, so
I haven't noticed you freezing.
I've got the freeze button set here. So,
I haven't seen you freeze yet, man.
seen myself about 3 or 4 times.
Okay, well, that's okay. It's probably cold there. It's colder over there than it is
Well,
here.
it's the freeze button. See, that way I can look stuff up without you noticing.
Yeah, okay. All right. So, yeah, that's some of the things we're going to talk about tonight and just have a good time. And hey, it may go into different subjects. I do not know. I hope my mic level's okay. It looks okay on the VU meter here. I turned it down a little bit. Let's see who we got I've already said hello to most of the people that signed into the chat room here. Now, if you're out there watching tonight, for instance, if you're on Facebook or X or Twitch TV, we're not going to see your chat. We're not monitoring your chat. We have our own chat room, and it's at w5kub.com. So if you want to join us in the chat room, just go to w5kub.com. Up at the top right, click on the little yellow button that says chat, video and chat. It'll open up a client there where you can chat with us. And it's an IRC client, but we gave you a web client there, so you don't have to have a IRC client there. Okay, well, let's see. Glenn's at the top, so let's jump over and see Glenn here. Up, Mark P just joined. Now, Mark P came in late tonight. Let me get the paperwork here. Mark P was late tonight. Let me mark it and get that documented. Okay, well, Mark P missed our new intro, but that's his problem. Okay, so let's jump over to Glenn, see how Glenn's doing there. Come on in here, Glenn, and say hello to everybody.
Hey, how's it going? I'm slowly getting there. I've got all of the parts in to finish up those rotor rebuilds and whatnot. Got 2 controllers in this week, so I'm going to have a Hamfest table full of antenna rotators and just all sorts of cool stuff at the next Hamfest. I'm thinking about going to the St. Louis Hamfest up in January.
Wow.
I think it's January 26th. It's only about a 5-hour drive from here.
Man, I think it's 6 hours from here. But I don't know. Heck, you spend an hour trying to get out of Memphis. Now, what happened to him?
It's that time of year you freeze.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop Twitch TV again. I have plenty of bandwidth here. I've got like 60 megs up and almost a gig down, but I'm going to stop. Twitch because I doubt we have anybody on Twitch tonight. So let me see if I can stop Twitch. I can figure out how to do this. All right, I just stopped.
It
Okay.
might not be any one of the platforms. It might be the central control, vMix or something. I don't know.
Yeah, well, central control is me. Well, vMix doesn't go out anywhere, so. But it should be working here. Anyway, I turned it off, and it looks like it's working now. So. Anyway, so let's start over, Glenn. You talked about going to St. Louis, and.
Yeah, that's I think it's like January 26th, and I'm not going to have any Hamfest between now and then, and I'm getting too much stuff to get rid of. I've got those rotators I'm finishing up and just cleaning up. I completely redid the garage work area this week, so getting real close to being able to do some big projects, and that's planned shortly after Thanksgiving.
I'd like to go to that. I don't know. 6 hours, like I say, it takes an hour and a half to get through Memphis, man, from here.
But it's a pretty good Hamfest.
Yeah. Yeah, got interstate all the way up here, so.
Yeah.
I imagine it'll be a pretty big Hamfest, being in St. Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So it's a different place to go, and it's, the first one I'll be able to get to since I probably won't be able to go to Jackson this year.
Jackson
It's
or
a
what?
little bit Mississippi. The
When is
Jackson
that? When is that?
Hamfest is usually
When?
it's usually in January.
Okay. All right.
I'll look it up here.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
usually in January.
Well, I got a boatload of stuff, but you know what? I just don't think I can carry it all from the truck to the table. So,
It's January 31st. No, that's 2025.
well, it's probably about the same.
January 3rd, 31st.
Okay. All right. All right.
And
Well,
that's just a little bit far for me, so we'll see.
Yeah.
all right. So, have you got all your books written now?
No, there are still, the 7 more Arduino microcontroller books that they want.
Oh man.
And those are going to be themed. So each book will, for example, one will be on weather stuff, another one will be satellites, another one will be transceivers, transmitters, receivers.
Yeah.
But there are going to be about 10 projects a book, and they're all going to be themed in that way, so you can buy the book that has the projects you'd be interested in. And we're going to
Okay.
be starting on those pretty much, any day now.
Well, why don't you also have books that you can special order? For instance, if I wanted a project out of the receiver book and a project out of the microwave book, I could tell you which projects, and you can send me a book that has all the projects I want. That way I don't have to buy all 7 books.
Yeah, project on demand.
That's right.
That would be something you'd have to take up with ARRL.
Yeah, okay. It's going to be too much red tape. I'll just
Once
have
it
to-
leaves here, it's out of my control. They handle all that.
Yeah. All right.
So,
Anything else going on
But-
there? You don't you haven't done any more work on your tower, and it's starting to get cold. We're going to get snow
no,
here.
but I
Very good.
did send an email out to somebody today about getting the base poured and the base mounted and leveled. Because once that happens, it's just a matter of bringing the tower over and bolting it in, and up we go.
Yeah. Now, are you going to pour the
Yeah.
concrete where the concrete just a little below the dirt, or are you going to put the concrete above the dirt?
I think it's going to be right equal with the dirt, and then the base will go on top.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the base ties to the concrete with 3 anchor bolts, and
Okay.
those will be embedded in the concrete. And then you put these. They're like
Yeah.
2-inch nuts that screw onto the anchor bolts, and that's what holds it in place. And then it's got winches for cranking up and tilting over and everything.
All right.
So, but the getting the base in place is the hardest part, because once the base is in place, it's literally put 2 pins in, crank it up, put the 3rd pin in, you're on the air. And Mark, yes, it's aluminum, but it's about 400 pounds worth of aluminum. It's a pretty heavy U.S. tower, 33-foot tower.
Hmm.
And it's came with, like I say, both winches, the crank up pole, the pulleys, everything it needs. It's ready to rock. Just need to get the
Hopefully,
base
with all that
poured.
anchoring, it won't rock.
Now, I
Yeah.
guess you can bring that. It's a crank down and tilt over, or just a crank down.
Yes.
Okay.
No, it is both.
So you could tilt it
cranks
over.
down.
You could
Yes.
tilt it over and maybe have a step ladder at the end out there, and you could put your beam and stuff on there, right? Yeah.
Wouldn't even need a step ladder. Just take the beam and put it on its side and level up the tower to fit it, and just slide it right on.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So,
Well.
and the beam's already out there. It just needs to be assembled, because I brought them pretty much intact from Memphis.
All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and schedule you for a segment about getting that up. I'm gonna put you down for say March of 2031. Okay.
I think 2028 would be.
Think you get it up by then? Okay,
I
you
think
need to get it
we can
up.
do that,
Man. You
yeah.
need all right, let's get that tower up.
I'm working. But in the meantime, I'm working on getting the coax runs into the shack. There's going to be about 6 or 7 of them,
Yeah.
and it's all LMR 400. Those I brought over too. And I'm also going to be working. I'm going to have to get a pass through on the window, and I'm building that. And
All
then I'm also going to be hanging the end fed for sure this winter.
All right. I don't know why everybody
Once-
wants to
once
bring it in
the
the
trees
window.
finish-
I don't know why you want to bring it in the window. Look, man.
Because the back of my house is red brick,
Okay.
and that's just not fun going through. Whereas a window
Well, look,
with a
look.
pass through.
All right. Let me tell you.
much
Let me
easier.
tell you how I do it. Okay. Let me tell you how I do it. So I bring like a 2-inch conduit in underground to the wall of my shack, and my wall is made of red brick. So what you do is you get you a concrete chisel and a big hammer, and you cut you 2.5-inch holes in the brick, and you run that conduit into an LB right there, where you can pull it up out of the ground and go straight through the wall, and it comes in right behind your desk right there, and it's neat and it's clean, and you don't have wires coming through windows, and you don't have drafts, and hey, if you do want to take it out, pull that LB out of the wall and take a little concrete mix and just fill that hole up. That's all you got to do, man.
I actually did that at the old house. I chiseled out one entire brick
Yeah.
and then physically mounted a board inside there, and it had my foot-long pass-throughs
Yeah.
that went straight into the whack. But this time around, I'm going to do it the easy way with the window.
All right.
Yep.
All right. I guess we'll let you do it that way. And yep.
Well, I mean, you're welcome to come over and knock the brick out and run it through the walls. I mean, I'm glad to let you come over and do
Yeah,
it if that's
yeah.
what you really feel like.
you
I'll
just-
even buy you lunch.
Take that chisel and bang, 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 and take about a little over a third of a brick out right there. And man,
I've already
man.
got the 12-inch pass-throughs, so yeah.
Well, is this like a I don't know what the pass through is called. It's like a
it's a
coax threaded coax.
it's
like
a
a-
threaded
Yeah,
coax PL 250 or SO 239
Yeah.
on each end,
Yeah,
threaded with nuts and everything.
Yeah. Why don't you
And
just
so
why don't you
it's
just run
like
the
a
wire? Why don't you
cupboard.
just run the wire straight in where you don't have to have connectors on 2 connectors there in the wall?
Because I like the connectors so that I can rearrange things and stuff.
Oh.
This way, I just have a wood block on the wall with all the connectors there, and I just patch and screw the cables as needed.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So you
I
just take
also
a piece of
have
2x6 and drilling holes in it, for the cables, or that's
I
easy.
also have a what do they call that? A Hamation 2 transmitter 10 output switch box that I picked up at a Hamfest,
That's cool.
and so it's Ethernet powered and everything.
Hey, that way
it's a beast.
maybe I can control it from here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look, I know whatever you do, it's going to be fine. It's going to work. It's going to work great. And we'll quit
It'll get
nagging.
me on the air. That's
We'll
all
quit
that
nagging
matters.
you about it. I want us to get on the air here and start making some contact, especially now since you moved away, and you're so far away.
Oh yeah.
Okay. What else is
The
going?
other side
Anything
of the
else?
world.
Anything else happening there?
No, not really. Just getting ready for the holidays. I'm going to be fixing me up a turkey, on Thursday morning. So,
All
going to
right.
do all the
Well,
fixing. Then I'm going to be sleeping
I'll tell you what.
all day Thursday
I
and
just,
Friday.
You probably know where I'm talking about, but I just went down to Dale's today and picked up my chicken and dressing that we're going to cook. I
Ooh.
love my chicken and dressing for Thanksgiving, and it tastes just like my mom and my grandmother used to make. Down at
Sounds
Dale's.
good.
Down at Dale's.
Oh, cool.
And you wouldn't recognize Dale's if you came back. They have redone everything. Parking lot, everything, man.
Wow.
The ends is not the ends anymore. The ends is the outs, and the outs is the ends, and they got one ways around it. And oh man, they got new ramps and signs on different doors, and oh, it's amazing. All right, that's enough of that.
Yeah, I picked up all that today and got me a key lime pie.
Okay, cool.
So we're set.
All right. Hey, I want to after a while talk about mesh. You know, I'm trying to find something. I'm trying to find something to spend some money on. I can't find nothing. All right. So I'm thinking about, let me just go ahead and buy me a mesh. I want a mesh that I can pull up in a tree out there. I want it in a waterproof box. I don't know what kind to get. I want it to already come with the software in it. I want the unit down here in the shack that I can hold in my hand like a phone with a keyboard on it, where I can talk to the one up in the tree out there, and it can talk back to me. And I don't know which one to get or what to get. So we'll talk about that in a little while. Okay.
Okay.
I'm all right.
Let's make a big mesh.
Yeah. All right. All right. We're going to talk mesh, maybe. Okay. All right. Let's take it over, Brett.
Yeah.
What do you got going, man?
Well, it's Thanksgiving week, and the wife is busy cooking a major Thanksgiving dinner. You know, it's just for the two of us. It's amazing. She cooks enough food for a month
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
two of us to eat, and she has vegetables that she harvested from her garden just before it got cold, and turkey that she got. Oddly enough, she got the turkey for free. If you A lot of supermarkets, they have a sale where if you go to the grocery store and you buy everything else, they throw in the turkey and don't charge you for it. And so she went ahead and did that, and so we've got a turkey defrosting right now in the middle of the kitchen. She puts it in a cooler, and it takes about 48 hours to kind of gradually defrost, and then she can cook it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's going on. I have been doing more electrical projects. I showed before the some of the connectors that I've discovered that make it really easy to do that. So I'm finishing that up, making sure that the heating system is working for the winter. And it's a good thing too because it's now here in Laramie. It's now hit 20 degrees
Wow.
during the day, and going down from there. And no, we're not quite at the point of being pilgrims, but we're definitely going to have a good Thanksgiving dinner with all sorts of trimmings and way too much food. We'll be eating it for weeks afterwards.
Yeah.
And in terms of ham radio, I've been working, as you can see behind me. I've been doing a little bit of making some contacts, mainly on FT8 because people are putting up their Christmas lights. And when people put up their LED Christmas lights, the QRM in the neighborhood gets really bad. And FT8, while you don't get to talk as much, is the best mode for overcoming that QRM. And so I'm still able to reach all over the world, even when my SSB sounds like there's a lawnmower on the same frequency as me. So that's pretty much what's up. There are no real hamfests in the area. Glenn, I understand that there's a hamfest near you this weekend. I think it's in Minden, Louisiana. Is that near you?
That's probably about 150, 200 miles away. Yeah.
I see. Okay, it's sort of near you. Yeah, but there's
Yeah.
not really for some reason there is not much on the Front Range of Colorado until next year. So most of my trading and swapping and buying is going to be on the Black Friday sales this coming weekend or the Cyber Monday or online.
So,
And
hey, are most of the Hamfest you go to are like over in Colorado instead of Wyoming?
Wyoming has one or two a year.
Yeah, but those are pretty small because you only got like 6 hams in the entire state. So,
We actually have a lot
maybe
more than
people
that.
come from other states to it. Yeah.
No, we actually have a lot of hams in the state. A lot of people who are licensed, but we also have a lot of people who are busy, and so we only have a couple of events a year. There's a lot going on in Nebraska. Of course, Joe Eisenberg is over there working on some of them, And there is a lot of activity in the Denver area and up and down the Front Range of Colorado, which is only, I can get to Colorado in 30 minutes to the edge of
Yeah.
Colorado,
Yeah.
and Denver is 2 hours away. So
That's
there's a
not
ton of
bad.
activities there. The Tech Fest that was there at the Tech Connect group down there did a really good did a really good program a few weeks ago. They had Rob Sherwood in there talking about the latest transceiver specifications, and which ones were testing just a little bit better than the others. And lots of repeaters on top of those tall mountains, and because they're on top of tall mountains, we can hit them from here. And so if you have a say a 2 meter rig that can do SSB, and not all of them can, you can get down there. You can get on the 2 meter SSB nets, and you can also hit some of the FM repeaters.
Well, it's very flat land where we are, very flat, and just thinking about repeaters on those mountains. There's pros and cons. Mountains can be very high, but then again, there could be a mountain between you and the repeater. So, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, if you take out binoculars, you can, go to the top of something tall here in Laramie, Wyoming. You can see what you can see, and we can see some of the 14ers, as they call them, from here, the really tall mountains of the Rockies. And a lot of them do have antenna sites on them. Sometimes not all the way up the mountain. Sometimes, sometimes part way up. Sometimes on a hill in front of them. But you can hit them. All you really need is a strong enough signal to key the repeater, and you can be on.
Well, that's good.
But anyway, I'm looking forward to Turkey Day and into doing to doing some Cyber Monday shopping, and seeing what the various vendors are going to be offering.
All right. Well, very good. All right, let's do this. Let's take about a half a minute break here, and we'll be right back, and we'll get into all the fun stuff tonight. Let's all go over to ICOM and check out the IC705. The IC705 is an HF 50, 144, and 440 megahertz multi-mode portable transceiver. It gives you base station performance and features in the palm of your hand. The IC705 is a perfect sidekick and QRP companion. Its compact rig weighs just over 2 pounds with RF direct sampling for most of the HF band and an IF sampling for frequencies above 25 megahertz. It includes a 4.3-inch touchscreen with live band scope waterfall, 5 watts with a BP272, and 10 watts with a 13.8 volt DC. Integrated GPS with antenna and GPS logger, supports QRP, QRPP operations. Heard it, worked it, logged it for the love of ham radio. For more information about ICOM's amateur radios and a located dealer, please visit icomamerica.com/amateur. All right, Brett, you're a QRP guy. SOTA, POTA, LOTA, all those, Tell me what QRPP is. I don't know. I'm not a QRP guy. What's QRPP? QRPP. Yeah.
I'm really not sure.
Do I see your hands on the keyboard there? Yeah.
I want to see what people are calling QRPP.
Yeah, maybe that's low.
Apparently, their QRPP is milliwatt QRP.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's like 100 milliwatts or less.
Oh, that'd be fun. And yeah, that'd be fun, man. And to do it, try without an antenna. That'd be more fun, man.
Oh yeah,
use a light bulb.
Yeah,
it's sort of like the people at Dayton, the 4 days in 4 days in May people were doing, where they were working on all sorts of little tiny QRP transmitters. By the way, they are going to have a contest at Dayton next year, which is really interesting.
What?
They do they do radio design contests, and this next year they're going to, instead of going for, in previous years they've tried to, they tried to find the person who could design the radio that put out the most power. This next year they're going for the most efficient transmitter. And so they want you to create a 5-watt transmitter that uses the minimum amount of power from your power supply. And that is that's a good engineering challenge. I think I may want to enter that.
Yeah,
because that could be a lot of fun.
I've got a little experience with the Pico balloons we fly. They're 10 milliwatts. Of course, they'll talk all over the world at 10 milliwatts, but there's some areas in the world, like in the stands, Kakistan and I don't know, all the stands over there, where it's just real difficult to get out for some reason. And I have built up a number of little amplifiers that run, 60, 70, 80, 100 milliwatts, and I have flown those before. And I'm getting ready to start, trying to build some more, that they're gonna run on like 3 volts, and I need to run them on very, very low current. And maybe I can stabilize them at about 50, 60 milliwatts. That'd be kind of cool. And I can look at them on the spectrum analyzer, and it's just a lot of fun, doing it. So QRPP, all right, that's interesting. Yeah. All right. Anything else going on over there?
Oh, well, let's see. I have some video, which I could run later if you like.
Yeah.
Show some interesting stuff.
Yeah, let's look at that. You showed me part of that before the show started.
Yeah. Well, I went to Dayton Hamvention this year, and while I was there, I stopped by at the Signal Museum, which is a new communications museum there in Dayton. Well, actually, in near Dayton. And well, it was really amazing. I was totally blown away by the collection that they had of old gear. And so I have about 3 or 4 minutes of video, which we can browse. It shows some of the stuff that they've accumulated, and it's really kind of neat. The video starts right here at their old phone booth. I guess this is where Superman transformed, or changed from Clark Kent into Superman, and very, very beautiful old wooden phone inside there. And then here's the radio service shop, and look at all of those tubes. This was pretty amazing. They had a collection of old and classic tubes. It was just truly amazing. A lot of other gear, and look at all of those gramophones and old. And really old-timey radios here. And this is like I said, it was just amazing the number of them that they had. They had shelves and shelves and shelves of all of these, and I had to actually, I had to make a couple of passes with my cell phone camera because I couldn't take them all in one shot.
Yeah, that's some old stuff.
See a lot of old Atwater Kent gear there. And
what is
some
that?
Interesting things. This is a jukebox.
Oh, okay.
And there's an old Edison-style record player. Played the cylinders.
Oh, the RCA dog.
Yep. Here's another one. I can go in for a close-up on that one. Dictaphone.
My brother actually worked for Dictaphone at one point.
Yeah. You can see here the talking machine, and you can see they had displays where they sold the needles for them. Here's another version of the same sort of thing. Beautiful equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah, tremendous woodworking back then.
Oh, yeah. Old gramophones. More jukeboxes. And they didn't just do radio. There's an old telephone switchboard.
Yeah, I think
Wow.
the center it covers all types of communications.
Yep.
This museum.
Telephony, including there are some Mickey Mouse telephones.
Yeah, yeah. There's the old
And
princess.
other
Looks like a
phones.
princess phone. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And the old Bell 300. So they had all sorts of interesting telephony stuff there, as well as radio stuff.
I'm guessing
And
not many people have a landline anymore. We finally broke down and got rid of ours.
yep, I took my number, I ported it to the internet.
Yeah.
And well, here are some Morse code keys, of which they also had an incredible collection. Not only the keys, but
That's
also
the
the
sounders.
sounders
Yeah,
for telegraphy.
yeah.
And here's something I haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah, payphone. Yeah.
I don't know if there are any payphones left.
All right.
So
There
here's
is
a
one in Arkansas,
yeah.
but
And
it's
here
free.
is, guess what? The All American 5,
Yeah, yeah.
That's sweet.
showing how it works.
Yep.
Cool.
And here are more tubes close up. Early pentodes, rectifiers, CRTs, some of the big old transmitter tubes. Beam pentodes. And then, of course, they had a section where they showed old televisions
Yeah.
and slightly newer ones. So they really covered the technology and its development. I was just so impressed by their collection. And some of the consoles like this, these back in the day when television was a luxury, they made very fancy furniture to go with it.
Yeah.
And you can see here like the old Dumont sets, which raised where the CRT raised itself out of a cabinet. They had motorized drives to do that, and the radio tilted outward from the cabinet. More old CRTs. So anyway, it's a fantastic collection. I recommend that people go and browse it. They also have some people there who know a lot about them and can talk about them. And it's just again, it was just fabulous, fabulous collection. There were more AM radios and old FM radios than you could count on the various shelves in there too. Where there was a club banquet there, and it was just we were sitting among the collection, and it was just fascinating to look at everything.
All right. Now, where was that?
Again, that is the Signal Museum, and that's in Huntsville, Alabama,
Right,
just a
right.
bit north of the convention center where the event occurred.
And that's a recent opening. I think they just opened that this past year.
Yeah, I think. By the way, I may mistakenly have said Dayton before. This is not in
Yeah.
Dayton. This is in
Okay.
Huntsville.
All right. Very good. I know before it opened, they gave a group from Memphis a special closed-door tour of the place, and a lot of the hams there that went to Huntsville Ham Fest got to get in there and take a look at it.
Hmm.
All right. Well, good. Hey, that was interesting. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Well, hopefully we can have maybe we can have one day have one of the people from the museum on the show.
We can. I think they
Yeah.
would love to be. I brought their name back a time or two, but I just haven't got around to try to contact them. And I probably have lost their information, but I'll get it again. All right. All right. Hey, guys. It's time for Ham Radio Trivia. Now, here are the rules. We're going to ask Ham Radio Trivia questions, and we're going to let the chat room try to answer it. Now, chat room, you're on the honor system. You can't look it up. You can't do a Google search or any kind of search. Okay, not just Google, but any kind. You gotta be honest with us. Now, if nobody can get the answer, say in 45 seconds, we're going to turn it over to Glenn and Brett, and they've also promised not to Google it. Only I have the correct answers here. Now, there is no prize for the winner, so I don't know what that means.
Where's the fun in that?
I don't know what that means, but there's no prize for the winner. Okay, so here we go. I've got it here on a computer. The thing is, the answer was so close to the question. I was gonna post this, on here like this, but I was gonna let the answer out too much. So I'll show you the answer, but I'm not gonna put the question up there. All right. So let me.
It's like
see.
Jeopardy, where you should give the answer and we have to figure out the question.
Yeah. Well, let's see. That would be called. What do you call it?
Jeopardy.
Yeah, Jeopardy. Yeah. Okay. Here's the first question. All right, everybody out there in the chat room, get ready. Here's the first question. And Glenn's going to keep up with how many answers each person gives. Okay. These questions are geared for 2-year-olds up to 100-year-olds. So everybody can, I'm sure everybody can get at least one question right. All right, so here's the first question. What do the amateur radio stations NA1SS and RS0ISS have in common? Does anybody know what amateur radio station NA1SS and an RS0ISS have in common? Come on. All right. Satellites.
Kind of.
Okay.
John.
Both
John's
located on
got an
the ISS.
answer there.
Okay. All right. Now, Glenn, you're going to have to put down that John, ACA-XU. Got that one. All right. The ISS is the correct answer there. I will. Let's see if I can show you.
It's
that.
actually John KC7 DRI got it first.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, John did. Okay. Well, okay. All right. I got you. All right. Next question. That was for a 2-year-old. Okay. Now the next question, we're going to bump the age up a little bit here. This famous ham invented a legendary music device that was featured on the album Switched on Bach. Who is it? This famous ham inventor. Hio Vocal, or no, that's not right, Bob Howe, no. The famous ham invented a legendary music device that was featured on the album Switched on Bach. Who is it?
I know who it is.
You know who
I
it is?
would have thought it was Bob Heil.
No.
Nope.
Brett,
I know who it is.
You know who it is, right, Brett? Yeah. Let
Yep.
me see if I can put that up here. Let's
Yep.
see.
Okay, we got a winner.
Do we have a winner? She must have Googled
Yeah.
it. Must have
In
Googled
the
it.
chat.
Okay. Let's see. Number 2. Okay. All right. There we go.
We don't have a winner in the chat.
Didn't we?
Oh, well.
We don't?
No, we did not
Yeah,
have
okay.
a
Well-
Bob Moog in the chat.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. No
I didn't
other
know he was
guesses.
a ham.
We did have a Wendy Carlos in the chat.
Wendy
who
Carlos.
was
That's
also-
close. That's close. I think
who
Wendy.
was also a ham.
I think Wendy Carlos invented a piccolo. I'm not sure. All right. Okay. The answer
I'm
is.
with James.
Uh,
I didn't know that
Okay.
Moog was a ham.
There we go. K2AMH, Bob Moog invented it, and you can see. Why can you not see it here? Cube. Oh, wrong mouse. We'll get this thing figured out in a minute. There you go. Robert Moog, or Mog. All right.
Yes, I
All right,
own a Mini Moog, by the way.
You what now?
I own a Mini Moog, by the way.
Oh, do you? Well, you knew the answer then. All right, here we go. Here we go for the number 3.
I thought you meant Wendy Carlos, but okay.
Yeah, here we go. Okay, this is getting back down. This is for 2 years old and up. At the end of a conversation, ham radio operators will say 73 to the person they are talking with. What does 73 mean? All right, let's look to see if anybody in the chat room is awake. 73. Yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna have to figure out if there's. Okay, I didn't say 73s. I said 73. But anyway, it looks like Clifton won that one. Clifton won that. So Glenn, give Clifton the credit there. All right. So there's no need, I don't think, to show everybody the answer there. But there we go, right there. And of course, 88 means love and kisses. All right. All right, let's go to the next one here. Oh, this is too easy. Too easy. A 2-letter phrase. What two-letter phrase do when you're trying to solicit a new contact? A 2-letter phrase. Wake up, chat room. 2-letter phrase. What is it? You're soliciting a new. There you go. John got that one. So John's got a couple extra there. All right. I think John's ahead.
I was going to say good buddy.
All right. All right. All right, here we go. Okay, this will be one here that old-timers are going to have to get. Besides talking on his ham radio, this famous newscaster spent most of his life talking into a microphone for a living. Who is it? Besides talking on a ham radio, Cronkite, you got it. Okay. The guy at radio station WECB 640, he got Walter Cronkite. There you go. Mark P., you came in a little late. That kind of disappointed me. I thought you'd get it quicker, Mark. All right.
I wonder if there were any ham radio operators at WKRP.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think so.
All right, now here we go. This is a trick question. Now, a trick question. Just think about it before you answer. In the United States, now we're talking the United States now. What speed of Morse code must a prospective ham be able to accurately read in order to get their amateur radio license? What speed in the United States? Now, don't jump to it too quick. Think about it. It could be tricky. What speed?
Well,
okay, Clifton got it.
Changed that.
Clifton got it. All right, Clifton got it now. All right. I told you some of these are pretty hard here. All right, this is an easy one for you guys that haven't got one yet. This is easy. DX is often used to indicate a station in a country. Wait a minute. Scratch that. Everybody forget what I said. Okay. In amateur radio, what does the 2-letter phrase DX stand for? What does DX stand for? Long distance. We'll accept that answer. Okay. John got that one. No. Yeah. Wait a minute. We got 2 Johns.
2 Johns.
Okay. 2 Johns got it. Okay. Here we go. Oh, this is going to be a tough one here, man. This goes back to probably before many people were born. Okay.
That means only Tom and I have a chance.
That's right. What is Yuri Gagarin, amateur call sign UA1LO, famous for?
He was a member of, this Russian Beatles knockoff band.
You're close, but not quite. What is the URI amateur call UA1LO famous for?
I think
Yeah,
Clifton's
cosmonaut.
gonna
There
have
it
to-
is. He was the first cosmonaut and the first human in space. There you go. Now wait a minute.
Actually, Clifton's there with astronaut.
We got a split answer here because the answer was both first cosmonaut and the first human in space. So
But
Clifton
was early.
got the cosmonaut, but 8 IOL got the first man in space. So we're gonna have to put them both
Actually,
down.
Actually, John got the
Oh,
first
did he?
human in space. Yeah.
Did he?
Want to give Clifton
Oh yeah.
half and
He
John
did.
half?
He did. He did. Okay. Wait a minute. There's
Okay,
an
we'll give
astronaut
them
up
each
there. Well, we will accept astronaut, won't we?
Yeah, then Clifton got it.
Okay. All right.
That's what I was trying to tell you.
All right. And if you're listening out there on WBCQ, you're listening to Amateur Radio Roundtable. We're doing ham radio trivia right now. Oh boy, I don't know about this one. Oh, this is a cool one, man. I had one of these. I had one. Gerson Strasberg, WA2JXX, invented this item, which no self-respecting geek would have been without. Now, you could probably only find one on eBay. You could probably only find it on eBay now, but Gerson Strasberg, WA2JXX, invented this item, which no self-respecting geek would have been without. This is a tough one. This goes
That's a good one.
this goes back to the 60s at least. Yeah, no, probably the 60s. Yeah, I had one.
I see Brett typing over
I
there.
had one. Is Brett cheating? All right,
Nope.
Mark Clifton.
No
No. Pocket protector. There you go. Mark P.
Yeah.
Mark, I hate to say it's Mark. I think you cheated, Mark. The answer is correct. Pocket protector. Pocket protector. Okay, that was invented by Ham, guys. That was invented by WA2JXX. All right. Oh boy. Yeah, I think Brett gave the answer away a while ago. This is a tough one. Using a handheld walkie-talkie, some hams can talk with another amateur that is 100 miles away or more. Utilizing what device? So, what device would he use where he can talk with another ham 100 miles away? There you go, repeater. John got it. All right.
I was going to say the ISS.
Yeah. Well, that's a repeater. All right. Okay. This may be Japanese. I think this is a Japanese word. So if you're not really up to speed on Japanese, you may not know the answer to this. This is a tough one. When radio amateurs discuss a Yagi, what are they talking about? Or is that a Yagi? Yagi, potato, you know.
Using the Japanese pronunciation, I'd say it'd have to be Yagi.
Yagi.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
Samsung.
Yeah, I used to have one as a pet.
Mr.
Beam, antennas,
That's
antenna.
Mr. Miyagi, wax on, wax off.
Yagi. That's the short name for a Yagi Uda antenna. Uda?
Actually, though, it looks like Mark P had it first with a
Did
beam.
Mark get it? All right, put Mark down. I don't think Glenn's keeping a list, guys. We're gonna have to. All right.
And Uda contributed more to the technology than Yagi did.
Okay, now here's a good question right here now. Particularly if you get up near 80 years old, you have a better chance of getting this, okay? All right. W2MFW, Jerry Scaps. And billed as Jerry Tucker. I guess he changed his name. He played the spoiled rich kid on his popular series. What was the name of the series? W2 MFW, Jerry, played the spoiled rich kid on his popular series. Nope, wasn't Richie Rich. Actually, I didn't know this one. I didn't know there was a rich kid played on that show.
Yeah, I can't place it.
I didn't know there was a rich kid on that show. Huh. Okay, time is about up. We got 12 and a half seconds left. All right. Okay. I'll give y'all a hint. I'll give you a hint. Anybody ever heard of the Little Rascals? And they were called Our Gang. See, oh, you guys are too young to even. Oh, y'all are too young to know what that is.
Alfalfa, buckwheat.
Yeah. What was the girl's name? Not Clara, not Molly. Darla. Yeah, there's Darla.
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 That's
Yeah.
Darla.
Okay. So W2 MFW, he appeared in 18 Our Gang episodes and in 6 movies. In 1942, he quit acting and joined the U.S. Navy. He was wounded in a kamikaze attack when it hit the ship. And after World War II, he studied engineering and retired as an engineer for RCA Global Communications. He was in Our Gang, the Little Rascals. Cool. All right. I know this one. This is the easy one, but it goes back in time. I don't know. I think you're going to have to be probably 50 years old or older. You'll know the answer to this. If the election had gone in a different direction, this long-time amateur radio operator would have probably had a ham antenna on the roof of the White House. Who is he? If the election had gone differently, there we go. Go Water. Man, WECB, you know all the answers here, man. You know, you must have a fast computer connection there. Man. Go Water, Barry Goldwater. Barry used to also run a lot of phone patches to Vietnam. Very famous. He was a senator, and he ran for president, and he got beat. Okay. All right, just simple. Yeah. Oh yeah. Here's a simple one. Everybody should get this. But there are some variations. What do amateurs mean by a silent key? All right, silent key. What do you mean? What am I talking about? Silent key.
Oh, that's when your CW rig stops transmitting.
All right, regular. Okay, rest in peace. Yeah, yep. Someone's died. Yep. Okay. All right. WCB got that again. He was first one. We'll accept that answer. Now, there is what?
QRIP.
Say it again.
QRIP.
QRIP.
It's a Q signal. QRIP.
Is there really a Q signal?
No, actually, the real Q signal is QSK.
Okay.
Actually, I thought QSK was break-in.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it is. Mark one off for Brett. He missed it. That ain't right. That's break-in for sure. Okay, now, but there is a Facebook group on there. It's called S-Key. S-Key something. And I always thought it was Silent Key, but it stands for the Straight Key Club. Okay.
Oh, so, SKCC.
Yeah, SKCC is the Straight Key
Century Club.
Century Club. That's right. So you got to be careful answering that one. Okay. All right. Here we go. Now I know this person personally. I know him personally. Well, I knew him. He's passed away now. What is Dr. Owen K. Garriott, W5LFL, famous for? Dr. Owen K. Garriott, amateur radio call, W5LFL. He was an astronaut, but that's not what he's famous for. He did something. Yep, he did something. He was an astronaut, but he did something. And I remember the day he did it. First contact with an orbiting space, nah, not exactly. No, I don't think we had an orbiting spacecraft then, because he was, well, we did. All right. Ding dong. Okay, time's up. Okay, he was the first person to take ham radio into space and make a contact.
Well, there it is. John had that as the first space amateur contact.
Okay, there it is. It's hard for me to read all this. I'm glad you're getting it here. Yeah, I remember the day he did it. Now, back then, back when he did it, and it was, I guess it was in the 70s, I had completely built a homebrew C-band satellite system. And one of the interesting channels I could get was a NASA channel back then. And during these flights, they would actually have the map up, and they would show the path in where the spacecraft is. Now, he was trying to make contacts as he went up, and this one pass, he was going to go straight over Memphis, and I saw that on the TV there. And I had a Ringo Ranger up on top of my tower. Now, you know, a Ringo Ranger is a pretty good antenna, but it wasn't, well, it was okay. But let me tell you how the Ringo Ranger acted. Anyway, he was calling CQ as they were going up. And it didn't take him long, just a few minutes. He went from Texas, I could hear him. When he got just about to Memphis, I stopped hearing him because he was directly over me. And of course, with the Ringo Ranger, it doesn't receive well above it. You know, it receives 360 around it. And then after he came out of the blind spot, I heard him again, and he was heading for New York. I called him a few times, but I never got him. But I heard him that day when he did it. So it says, let's see what it says. It says here that Owen Garriott has flown on Skylab 3, spending 60 days. That was in 1973. Then he went to Space Lab 1 for 10 days in 83. He was the first astronaut to take ham radio space. All right. So
yeah, I thought this was true. There's another one as well.
Yeah, I actually have a. Let me get it off the wall here. I actually have a signed picture here I got from Owen Garriott, and that's me in the middle and Richard. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that'll be Owen. That's Owen right there. And that's Richard. That's his son, Richard, right there. Now, Owen was a scientist. Gotta hang my picture back up. All right. So Owen was a scientist, and I was interviewing Owen one day, and I said, Owen, I got a question. I know you got this machine up there that takes urine and it purifies it, and y'all re-drink the urine. I said, and I was making a joke. I said, how do you know if that machine's working? I said, does it taste bad? And Owen came out, man. Owen's a scientist. He gave me 10 scientific steps that they go through to purify the water. And I got, oh man, I done blown about 10 minutes of the interview here learning how they purify the urine. But anyway, that was fun. Now his son, Richard, that I showed you there in that picture, Richard always wanted to be an astronaut, but he couldn't be an astronaut because his eyesight was too bad. And NASA told him, you'll never be an astronaut. So what did he do? Well, Richard made a fortune. Richard made a fortune of money in gaming, programming and gaming. And I'm not a gamer, so I don't know what games or anything. But anyway, Richard paid to go up on the space station. And I forget how long he was up there. I don't know if he may have been up there a month, maybe a month. But he made probably more contacts than anybody made when he went up. So he paid to go up, and that's how Richard got to be an astronaut. Okay.
I've got one more on Owen Garriott that he is famous for. He pulled the first practical joke from outer space.
I think I've heard about this, but I don't remember what it was. Tell us.
He brought a cassette recorder up on the flight, and he had recordings of his wife's voice.
Yeah, and they thought NASA couldn't figure out how they had his wife up there with him or something, right?
Yeah, well, she said, well, she was up there, she said, hi, Robert, because Robert Crippen was the ground controller. So they had it all set up for him, and he had these phrases, and he's like, what are you doing up there? Oh, well, I was bringing the boys some fresh and homemade food.
Yeah. And, I remember that. That was cool.
Really, really. And I mean, it was about 5 or 6 phrases that they had done, and they nailed it perfectly. And the ground controller was just totally confused with what's going on. But that was Owen Garriott that pulled that one.
Yeah, and John has said that Richard founded Origin Systems. I'm not familiar with that. Made some excellent games.
Okay, Origin was a big game maker.
Yeah, I'm not. He founded that company, and so I'm not a gamer or didn't ever play. So anyway, that's the story about Owen and Richard here. All right. Let's see what's next here. All right, you guys doing pretty good. Okay, here's a ham right here. His call sign was K2ORS. And he wrote and he narrated a classic film that had everyone saying, "You'll shoot your eye out." Who is he? This is a ham, K2ORS. He wrote and narrated a classic film that everyone was saying, "You'll shoot your eye out." Yeah, there he is, Gene. Yeah, Gene Shepard. That's right. That's right. Except we're going to give Clifton that answer. We'll give him credit, but Gene starts with a J in this case, not a G, not a G. All right. So let's see what we got here. So there it is, right there. He was a writer and radio television personality who narrated The Christmas Story. That was a good show. Good show, man. Just remember, don't stick your tongue when it's freezing outside to a metal light pole.
To a flagpole.
Yeah, whatever it was. Yeah. To a flagpole. Yep. Yeah. All right. Here we go. This is an easy one. It said costing about $45 to build. This single wire antenna is used by many hams to communicate around the world. What is it? Simple antenna, pretty cheap to build, dipole. Clifton got it. We got to give Clifton the answer, the credit there. He got it. Oh man. All right. Should I ask what 10-4 good buddy means? No, I won't ask that. Okay, here we go. Operating your radio barefoot means to operate it how? Operating your radio barefoot means what? No amp. That is correct. That is correct. Who got that? Who got that? John got that?
Yep.
Man, John's doing good here. W3DEF. Stephen Ogg is the former business correspondent for what TV show? W3DEF, Stephen Ogg, is the former business correspondent for what TV show? I wouldn't even know this. Nope, not Last Man Standing. No. Give you a hint. Has something to do with morning. You know the, I'll throw them off on this one. You know the phrase, good morning, Vietnam? Well, this is not Vietnam, but this was something similar to that. Good morning, America, WECB 640. Got it again. All right, he's doing good. Okay, here's one here. Many U.S. hams participated. Many U.S. hams precipitated. Yeah. Many U.S. hams precipitated in a national program to help provide reports and warnings for storms and tornadoes, not limited to ham radio operators. What's the name of this program? Sky Warren. John got it. Sky Warren. Boy, John knows this stuff, don't he? Huh.
Yeah, he's on the ball.
Yeah, he is.
I've also got a couple for you.
Yeah, okay. Hey, what organization is the ultimate authority for radio amateurs in the United States? What organization is the ultimate authority? FCC. John got it. You know what? I think John's the only one listening, to tell you the truth. Well, Mark P. got it, but I think he copied off in Clifton. I think he copied off John, to tell you the truth. Let's see.
Or he has the fastest internet connection.
What was that?
Yeah.
Or he has the fastest.
Yeah, he got a fast connection here. Yeah. All right, I'm not going to ask. Let's see. All right. This well-known country music star changed his amateur radio call sign to W4 CGP, which he said stood for Certified Public Picker. Nope, it wasn't Ronnie Millsap. I'd like to try to get Ronnie Millsap on our show here. I'm gonna try to contact him.
That might be fun.
Yeah. This well-known country music star changed the amateur radio call sign to W for CGP, which he stood for Certified Guitar Picker. I think you guys are gonna have to probably have to Google this one.
I'd say Roy Clark.
No. Yeah, I'll give you a hint.
Interesting.
All right, I just gave that hint there. Did you see it, Glenn?
No.
There you go,
what was
Chet Atkins.
it? Chet Atkins. Okay.
John got it. John got it, man. I just gave him a little hint like this. All right, John got it. Boy, John's wrapping up here. We may have to come up with a prize for John. I mean, he is doing great.
Oh, I can trip him up with mine.
All right, in ham radio lingo, an unmarried female ham is known as a YL, which stands for young lady. Once she becomes married, what's she called?
Owner of
Too
the
easy.
radio.
What's she called? XYL. John got it again, man. John got it again. Yep, he did it again, man. Yeah, he's got a fast internet connection. That's what John's got. All right. All right. I'm not going to ask you what 73 means. Didn't we already talk about that? a while
Yeah,
ago?
you already did that one.
We already did that. Here's a true and false one. True and false. Due to possible conflict of interest, politicians and journalists are not allowed to be amateur radio operators. Is that true or false? Yeah, there, look at there. Look at it. John got it again, man. Oh, man.
John's quick.
Isn't he, though? Oh, all right. Gee whiz. Okay. Another famous country star who is also a ham and originally from North Carolina and has hits such as Smoky Mountain Rain and Lost in the 50s tonight. His call sign is WB4KCG. Who is it? Famous country star from North Carolina. Hits such as Smoky Mountain Rain and Lost in the 50s tonight. Ronnie Millsap. Clifton got it. Oh, man. Clifton finally got one. All right. This is a simple. What is the name of the largest amateur radio organization in the United States? Anybody know that? Okay, Clifton got it. Now,
Yeah.
what is this? I've seen over the last 4 or 5 years. I've seen something different on their publications. National something of something something. You know what I'm talking about, Glenn? National Association of Amateur Radio or something. They are. Is Glenn frozen?
I think Glenn is frozen. Yeah.
Well, I can't ask Glenn then. All right. ARL, we got it. We got it.
Yeah. Well, they say National Association for Amateur Radio, but that's not their name. It's just what their credo.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What's the radio contest? Not going to ask that.
Now, I missed that question. I got locked
Don't
up.
worry. All right, here's one here, man. Here's one. Here's one about Peggy Sue. Now, if you guys aren't, a little older and not following country, you may not. Well, I guess this wasn't even country. This was probably pop back then. Her call sign is K5, PSG. Her name is Peggy Sue. There we go. And then her boyfriend wrote a song about her. Who was the famous rock and roller? That was Buddy Holly. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Clifton got the last one.
All right. We're going to start kind of tapering this off here.
And he got this one.
What is the lid? This will be a good one. What is the lid in ham radio lingo? A lid. What is a lid? What is a
That's
lid?
the cover for your store-bought coffee in the middle of the night on field day.
Yeah. What is a lid? A troublemaker? No, not a troublemaker.
That's what you
A
take
pour op.
off.
There we
take
go.
off the top
John,
of the
John
radio.
got it. It's a pour op. A pour op. That's right. No one can really say where the term came from, but it's usually the ultimate insult. I had a friend I helped get a license, and he got the call letters W something for LID. Man, he yeah
Oh,
yeah.
ouch.
Okay. Okay. Younger might know this. Another ham radio musician. He's been with several groups, but probably the best known as a member of the Eagles. Who is it? Who was in the Eagles?
That's easy.
Eagles, and yeah, there you go, Joe Walsh. There we go.
Joe Walsh.
Yep.
Who just celebrated, I think, his 70th birthday.
Yeah,
or
just had a
so?
birthday. Just had a birthday. Okay, used mostly when communicating with Morse code. What is the name for a group of abbreviations for such things as location, or to tell the other ham to move to another frequency? What would that be? What would they be called? QTH? No. You didn't hear the whole question. Q codes. We'll accept Q codes, Q signals, Q codes. We'll accept that. Okay. Okay. QSL cards. Everybody knows what a QSL card is. Now here's a famous actor here. This late actor had the call sign KE6PZH. And once used his Oscar as a doorstop. Who was it? Who used his doorstop as his Oscar as a doorstop? His call was KE6PZH. Very famous person.
I suspect it was also FO5GJ.
All right. Brando, that's it?
Yeah.
John got it. That was
Yep.
Brando.
Yeah, he was also FO5GJ.
All right, I'll tell you what we're going to do real quick. I've got one more here that I'm going to give out, and Glenn's got one he wanted to add. Okay, so here's one here. Okay, here's one here, guys. What does Michael Wingert of ABC News, stationed in Seoul, South Korea, have in common with Tom, W5KUB? What does Michael Wingert of ABC News, stationed in Seoul, South Korea, have in common with Tom, W5KUB? I don't know if he has white hair or not. Don't know. In the no, he's not in the Air Force. He's with ABC News. But you're getting close. Both work. No, did not FedEx. No. They probably won't get it.
I think John's got it. Stationed in the same place?
No.
No?
All right. I'll give you the answer right now, just for time here. We both hold the same call letters in Korea, HL9KT. I was HL9KT, and he now is HL9KT.
Cool.
All right. Glenn, you got one?
Yes. This famous wife of an entertainer is a ham, or was a ham.
Is that all?
Yeah. Well, I'll reword it again a little bit. This wife of a famous entertainer is a famous actress in her own right, and is a ham. Was a ham.
Yeah. Can I answer?
Yeah.
Was it Presley? No.
Yes, it was.
Was she an actress?
Yes. Yes, she played on many shows.
Okay.
Her
So
calls
that
was
Presley. Yeah.
Presley.
N6YOS,
Yeah.
Kilowatt Charlie 6 IWP, and her on-air name that she used was Lulu Bellio.
Oh, cool. Lulu.
Which
Belly.
it may have,
Wow.
yeah, but yeah. And then here's one more. This famous ruler of a Middle Eastern country spent a lot of time on the ham bands.
Yeah, I know who it
And
is,
what
but
was
I,
his
I
call?
won't answer that one. I know who it is. Yep, there you go. John
Yeah,
got it.
John's got it.
All right. King Hussein.
The last one I've got here. This ham designed and built the voice box used by Peter Frampton
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know.
on his song "Do You Feel Like I Do."
And I think he's
There
deceased
you go,
now.
Clifton.
And,
Clifton got
Yes.
that. Yeah, Bob
yeah,
passed
Clifton
away.
got it. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Cool.
Oh, his name is right there on your screen.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, it is. It is. Somewhere right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Brett, you got some?
Okay, yes. The ARL has memorialized a famous, a fictitious torture device that is supposedly used to torture bad hams. What is the name of that device?
Is this for real?
Yes.
Yeah. And someone's already gotten it, although he didn't spell it right.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that's what that was for.
Woof hung.
Yeah.
It's to punish
And
people.
Yes. And didn't it also have a companion, the bandy snatch or something like that?
The ready snitch.
That's it. Yeah, ready snatch.
I didn't ever know what it was. I thought it was just a piece of wood.
Yeah, a lot of
Yes.
hamfests have a wolf hung ceremony that you attend.
Yeah.
Yes, you can be inducted into the order of
Yeah.
the woof hung.
Oh man. Okay. You got another one? Or was that it?
Let's see. Can think of a few more. Okay. Let's see. This measure of solar disturbances is used to determine how bad the bands are and whether you're going to see aurora.
Don't know. I wasn't paying a lot of attention to it. MUF?
No, it's not MUF.
FUM? Solar index?
No, I think John's
Well,
got it.
I
All
think
right.
John's got it. Yes, it is K or KP. And it was up to 8 during the most recent solar disturbances.
Cool.
Wow.
Hey, here's a quick one. It was very used. It's very famous back in the 50s, 60s. I don't think it's used anymore because we don't have this anymore. But anyway, when hams talk about an 807, that's a tube. When they were talking about an 807, what did that refer to?
Oh, I know that one.
An 807. Anybody in the chat room, you know what an 807 refers to?
I'm surprised.
I am too.
Oh, come
Yeah.
on. Come on, John.
Man, that question really surprised me. But again, I guess that shows our age.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a part number 2. Well, back then, guys, if anybody talked about an 807, they would talk about, well, it's time. I'm gonna go back and get an 807, or I've got a whole
Yeah.
ice chest here with 807s. Does that help you with what an 807 might be? Yeah, since we don't like to use tubes anymore, nobody's going to know this. 807 was the code name for beer. There you go.
Mhm.
Mark,
There you
Mark,
Yep.
Mark, I traced your IP address. You Googled it. I saw it. I could tell you Googled it, Mark.
And that was back when they came in bottles as well, hence the
Yeah, yeah.
the
Yeah, it
similarities.
looked like a beer bottle.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, you know, we ran out of
Give me
time tonight. We
two
didn't get to all the things, but I think we had some fun tonight. We didn't get to all the things I had on my list here, but anyway, we had a good time. Just let me say good night to everybody out there that's tuned in on world famous station WBCQ on 7490 on shortwave. Send us an email if you've been listening to the show. Send an email to Tom at w5kub.com. Tell us where you are and how you're hearing the station tonight. We'd love to hear from you. Join our Facebook group. It's called W5KUB on Facebook. We've got right at 15,000 members in that group. As soon as you join, we'll try to put you in there real quick. If you want to tune into our video broadcast and follow us in the chat room, just go to w5kub.com on Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock p.m. Central Time. And, hey, we had a good time tonight, I think. We'll say, I'll say 73. I'll also say 73s for the others. And if we've got any YLs on here, I'll say 88s. That's the way I'll close it tonight. Good night, everybody. We had a good time tonight. 73. We'll see you later. We're gonna run our short. We're gonna run our short intro because there's some people that didn't see it. So here it is.
It's the best ham radio show online. Amateur radio roundtable every time. Tom W5KUB keeps the stream alive. With hams worldwide, we're feeling the vibe. With Glenn KW5GP breaking it down. Building gear and wearing that crown. And Brett WI7BG shouting clear. Coming in strong from here, DD. Oh, and Mark P. Yeah, he's part of the light. So tune in every Tuesday night. It's more than mics and modulation. It's heart and soul in every station. From kits and code to satellites. We learn, we laugh, we share the nights. So grab your rig, grab your crew, it's always something cool and new.